Welcome back, one and all, to Thionite Streams. Octopath, the Traveler, on the last session. We did Alphin's Chapter 3 quest. He had to grapple with the hard questions. Namely, is it worth our time to save people who don't deserve to be saved? And what determines whether or not they are deserving of being saved? And we also tried to fight a bearded man in a chair, and he set us on fire a lot of times. It didn't turn out very well. So Tressa was like, maybe we could use a break. We need a break. Too many bearded men trying to kill us. Can we just go and have a break? And that is why we're back in Victor's Hollow, because it was the closest town that we had access to. So Tressa wants to do some shopping, so we're here to alleviate Tressa's desire, and we're gonna do some shopping. As long as we can find out where people are willing to sell us alcohol. Bartender, bartender. Oh, hello, Prim. How are you doing in this fine day? Call me if you need me. I am ever ready to take the stage. Well, actually, Haunit has become a dancer in the interim, so Haunit is actually the one who's going to take care of everyone. Well met, traveler. What can I do you for? I would like to hear a tale. Tressa needs to get up to some mischief. It's Tressa's turn to get up to mischief. That is what we want, and that is what we need. Our emotional support saleswoman. The story so far. In Quarry Crest, Tressa met a fellow merchant named Ali. He told her of the merchant's fair out in Grandport, where the greatest treasures in the realm are to be put to auction. If you're lucky, you might even be able to find a copy of Greed Island. And so Tressa vowed to find a worthy treasure, hoping to prove herself a merchant worthy of respect and renown. So it was that the two promised to reunite at the fair. It's about time I updated the notebook. Yeah, Tressa keeps a notebook. It's her emotional support notebook. It's more of a diary, but notebook, journal, diaries, tomato, tomato, potato, potato. I'm on my way to the Merchant's Fair in Grandport. Even though Grandport is basically on the other side of the country, we're not going to question that. But first, I need a treasure worthy of the auction. And there's no grander place to find treasures beyond compare than Victor's Hollow. So I've come to Victor's Hollow to find one. Yes, thank you, voices in my head, for alerting me to the presence of this place. To be fair, Tressa's not exactly wrong. When I was here for Oberic's thing, a lot of people had some very expensive, very incredibly awesome pieces of equipment, so Tressa's probably right on the money. The owner of this book found what he was looking for here, and so too shall I. Hopefully, I'll be as lucky as he was. I have no doubt you will, Tressa. No doubt at all. Because you're Tressa. All right. Time to get shopping. The very first stall. Where to start? It's time I had a look around this place. What are we gonna buy? Who are we going to buy from? And who did they get it from? And can we get their sources?
All right.
Let the search begin. Heck yeah, Tressa. Let's go and, well, hope we have enough money for some... Ooh, something shiny caught our eye already. Stall number 3. What did you see, Tressa? What does your merchant eyes see? Excuse me, could you tell me about this map? How did the map sparkle? It's a map. Oh, that old thing. Don't really know where it came from. I found it in the storehouse and thought about throwing it out at first. But I figured I could make at least a few leaves off of it this way.
Oh?
Mind if I take a closer look? Yeah, not at all, not at all. Feel free. Oh, there are traces of old lines where it was redrawn, and it smells of the sea. The salt of the sea air has embedded itself deep within the fibers of the page. From the looks of it, this map was very special to the one who drew it. I think there's something written here as well. But the characters are strange. Well, I'll be darned if you can read those scribbles, young lady. My dearest friend. Here lies my most precious treasure, Balthazar.
Oh!
Balthazar? As in the dread pirate Balthazar of the Eastern Seas? Why are you asking me? I have no idea. I read the map. I don't know any Eastern Seaboard pirates. The only Balthazar I know had a giant flesh golem, and I killed him. Is this his treasure map? I mean, it could be.
Yes.
Tressa certainly seems to think so. It must be worth a fortune. Give me that. If you go looking for that, you're probably gonna get yourself killed. Lady Luck is on my side today. Now let's keep this between us, young lady. Here, I'll even give you some candy. Well, the last time I was in Victor's Hollow, I do have distinct memories of buying like 50 pounds of candy from an old man in the woods. So, I'm going to assume that this is a Victor's Hollow-ism, just handing out candy to people. It just seems a bit odd that you'd phrase it like this. Can I get some like can I get like a finder's fee? Can you just give me like I don't know, like 100 gold coins? I'll take like a finder's fee over some butterscotch candy, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, my sentiment exactly, Tressa. What kind of candy is it? Is it good candy? I didn't come here for candy. I came here for loot. Can I just steal it? Can I steal the map? Travel banter? Yes, please. I love to banter. Tressa and Ophelia. Tressever? What? What kind of name is that? Ophelia, have you been hitting the prayer a bit too hard today? Tressa, whatever could this pirate treasure be? Well, I'm not too sure, but I'd love to find out. Wouldn't it be amazing? Putting your faith in that ancient map, sailing the high seas, braving tempests and storms and maelstroms galore. Oh yes, what an adventure that would be. Oh, why just imagining it has my heart all aflutter. Ophelia, you have the spirit of adventure in you too. Oh, I certainly do. Oh, how I yearn for the romance of the open seas. Bringing every bit of the flame. Oh, well, it might be a bit dangerous to bring an open flame onto a boat made of wood. Even if it is the holy flame of Aelfric, I'm not entirely sure if it would be able to differentiate between, you know, a campfire or the deck of a ship. Fire in boats. Tressa, do you think it's safe to bring fire on the boats? Well, I mean, probably not. It would, well, giving it more than a second's thought. People have cannons and gunpowder and, you know, wicks, oil on boats. Those are very flammable. I feel like you'd probably be fine. As long as you kept it in that lantern of yours, Ophelia, you'd probably be good. When I was just a small girl, I'd often watch the boys playing at pirates and shipwrights and all that. Oh, I used to play at pirates too. I was always the pirate. I accidentally stabbed one of my friends with a fork when we were playing pirates because, well, we didn't have access to, like, hook hands because, you know, like, meat hooks like that. You don't want to leave those meat hooks out in places where 4-year-olds can get at them, but, well, they did allow us to get at the forks, and, well, if you don't have a meat hook, you can just improvise with forks, and, well, there's 4 individual stab wounds instead of, well, 1 bigger meat hook-sized stab wound, so, pros and cons to each, I suppose. Captain Tressa, Scourge of the Seas, Bane of 4-year-olds, and forks galore. Oh, don't you know it? My motto was, another day, another treasure. And another stabbing, I suppose, we could add on to that. Oh, I can see you now, wearing a bandana and brandishing a wooden cutlass. Or, well, I suppose based on your story, a giant fork. A giant fork in the hands of a 4-year-old. It's probably only like a moderate-sized fork to an adult. Oh, I overdid it at times, yeah, I know. Mom and Dad screamed at me a lot for stabbing my friends with the forks. That was an incident and a half. Sometimes the boys would break into tears and run home after I stabbed them, as one does when they get stabbed by forks. That seems a little excessive, Tressa, now that we're thinking about this. Yeah, well, it is you, so I can see that. Can I just steal the map? No, I can't barter or steal it. This dude is on high alert.
Hello.
High alert. My storeroom has gotten quite cluttered. I wanted to bring some order to the chaos. So I set up this flea market stall. Excuse me, I can't speak to you? Why can't I speak to you? Ugh. I guess I have to travel around the entire town and see what's worth seeing. We must make like Therian and go visit the bar. Or, well, the place outside of the bar.
Time for a break.
Already? You've been walking around for 5 minutes and you talk to one guy. Tressa, this is not break time. This is, I gotta break a leg time. I already wrote in my diary today. It's like, it's not even 9 o'clock, Tressa. The day is only just beginning. So I'll give the notebook another read. Will you? Oh, okay. You do you, Tressa. You're allowed to take breaks whenever you want. I'm not that tyrannical. In this world there are countless treasures, but only one is precious to me, and I'll journey on until I find it. Three lines? You're only gonna read 3 lines? It'll take forever to get through this book. It's like, oh yeah, I can only muster up the attention span to read 3 lines of dialogue. He had only one true treasure in the whole world. Oh, it's you. Aren't you the captain guy?
Hello there.
Leon Kennedy, I think. Good to see you making use of that notebook, lass. We meet again. Yes, we do.
Mr. Leon!
Oh, what brings you here? Well, aside from the gladiator matches. Oh, I should be asking you the same. Don't tell me you ran away from home. Oh, not quite. I just decided it was time I saw the world. And I have the notebook you gave me to thank for it. Oh, thank yourself for choosing it, lass. Brigands! Or, well, the people in do-rags. I don't know the correlation between those two groups of people. It's Mick. Mick and Ralph? From the New Vegas Strip? Ah, sink me. I'd be ready to make a grave of me hammock.
Hello.
Oh, it's Mick and Mac. Well, same name, different people. Oi, ain't you?
What?
Nick and Nack?
You ninny?
Yeah, it's Mick and Mac, you bird-brained ninny. You're that kid who gave us quite the lashing back in Dribble Slime. Triple Slime? It's Ripple Tide, you buffoons! Didn't you two learn your lesson yet?
Mick.
That's
Mac.
quite enough.
Captain.
Apologies, Captain. Captain? Aye, our pirating days do be behind us. We be working under a different flag now.
Got that right.
That day opened up our eyes to true greatness. Oh, Leon Bastrale. Now we be having the honor of calling him our captain. Mick, your voice is changing rapidly. It's like, yeah, it does that. Once I get deep in my cups, it can go from this to this, and well, if it's just like this, whenever you drunk, it sounds deeper. Deep in the cups. Depending on how drunk we get more baritone. I'm glad to see you two singing a new tune.
Well,
As am I. They've been doing quite well under my command thus far, but still have a ways to go.
All right.
Right you are, Captain. Now look alive, you half-drowned dodo. There's work to be done. What kind of work are you talking about? The orphanage is over there. Are you gonna rob the orphanage? Please don't. There's something shady about that place. How do your travels fare, lass?
Well,
Oh, well, I'm still learning as I go, of course, but I do have a goal now. I want to sell something incredible at the Merchant's Fair. If I can manage that much, it'll prove just how far I've come on this journey.
you don't say.
Oh, well, there's certainly no better place than that fair for an aspiring merchant like yourself. And what exactly is it that you've deemed worthy of the auction? Oh, I wish I could tell you, but it's still waiting for me to find it. Oh, a yet undiscovered treasure, I see. And I wish you all the best in your search, lad. Lass.
Thanks.
Last. lads. Different things. It's a boatism. If you've lived on a boat, all of that stuff gets blurred into one. Oh, thank you, Mr. Leon. Are you deep in your cups as well? You seem a bit addled. It's like, no, of course not. I have a high tolerance. I drink mead every day. I make it myself. I have a hive of bees on the boat. It's a bee boat. It's a boat of bees. My boat is made of bees. Mr. Leon, I think you really are drunk. Nonsense. Anyway, moving on. What are you actually doing here in Victor's Hollow? I'm trying to find new mead recipes. Oh, it's also the home of an old friend. That's probably more important. It also has very good mead. He passed away around this time of year, so I decided to pay a visit.
Oh.
Oh, were you too close?
Aye.
Aye, Balthazar and I were like brothers.
Oh.
Balthazar? That's the second time I've heard that name today. That Balthazar? The Scourge of the Eastern Seas? Which Balthazar exactly are you referencing, lass? I don't know any pirate Balthazars. The Balthazar who drew the map I found earlier.
Could it be?
Well, they may be one and the same. Could you show me where you found it? Yeah, it was the merchant stall, third from the entrance. Oh, yeah, sure, follow me. I can lead you right there. Maybe you'll get me more than a few pieces of butterscotch candy. Yo, do you still have that map?
Hey.
Excuse me, sir, it's me again. Hi, yes, the butterscotch candy you gave me had hairs on it, so I'm gonna need to choke them down your throat. Because that's now a verb. Open wide.
Welcome.
Oh, welcome back, young lady. You certainly don't need to return. There's a no takesy backsies rule with the candy. You don't bother. I'm not taking them back. I trust you managed to keep the you-know-what a secret in the meantime? Actually, no, I told the first person that I saw. I couldn't help myself. Someone also said the name Balthazar, and I'm like, oh, like the map that I got from the merchant. Or I tried to get from the merchant. Anyway, sorry, I told the first person I saw, as I said. What do you mean you couldn't? What do you mean the first person? I told this dude, he has a blue cape.
What do we have here?
It's just such an alluring cape, I couldn't help but tell him the truth. It's the Cape of Truth. Pardon the intrusion, my companion here is quite talkative, but I heard you might possess a map belonging to Balthazar. Oh, and who are you? This is Captain Leon Pastrale. He's named after a pasta.
Ah!
Leon Pastrale? Scourge of the Western Seas? I don't want to believe it, but there's no mistaking that blue spear and that blue coat. Oh my god, it's the blue coat. I heard all about you and your famous words. Oh, what were the words? What were the words? The strong take while the weak quake. Those are words best forgotten, sir.
This is...
Ha! Do you take me for a fool? I know you're just here to loot my store. Well, that's what I could be here for. Can I fight you? Trezza, he wants to fight. Maul him to death with our cougar. Go, cougar! Lind, I need you to take his hat. And then take his coat. I can assure you, we're not going to sick a cougar on you. I'm not here for looting either. I cast aside that lifestyle many, many years ago. Those were the words of a younger man. But if you'd be willing to sell me that map, I'd be very appreciative, and we don't need to escalate the situation to cougar territory, now do we? This really does look like one of his maps, though. Now that I've memorized the location of the map, I don't need the actual thing. Let's go, Trezzo. We need to go map hunting. Or treasure hunting, because we don't need the map. You really don't plan to steal it, do you? I see. So the rumors of the great pirates, Leon Kennedy and Balthazar the Necromancer being friends really were true.
Huh?
He sounds different.
I beg your pardon.
If you two are as close as the stories say, then I'm sure you'd do anything to have this map, am I right? Well, I wouldn't go so far as to say anything.
But
However, it's a precious family heirloom. Would this be a bad time to bring up the point that you were literally planning to throw this out before I said that it was special? Yeah, it's a really bad time, miss. Go choke on that candy now, please. I'm afraid I can't part with this without recompense, shall we say. Break out the spear.
What?
But earlier, he said he was just going to throw it away. If you're truly the Leon Kennedy Bastrale, then I'm quite certain you're well versed in the treasures of the realm.
you see,
I am but a lowly merchant, you see. Nothing in comparison to your grandeur. But there is one thing we have in common. A desire for a certain treasure. Have you heard of Edbart's shield? It's a stupid name. Edbart was a servant of the King of Ferren. Frieren. The King of Frieren. His defense with the shield was said to be impenetrable. Oh, if I had a nickel for every time someone called their defense impenetrable, I'd have like a bajillion nickels, which is a lot of nickels. Could beat people to death with all of the nickels. Legend says he used that same shield to protect his liege until the tragic fall of the kingdom. I heard a rumor that it's been spotted in this very town as of late. Curious timing, isn't it? Both a fabled pirate and a fabled treasure, all in the fabled town of Victor's Hollow, all in the same day, no less. If you happen across it somewhere, Mr. Bastrale, I'd be happy to trade it for the map. How dare he use that map as leverage? It rightfully belonged to Mr. Leon's friend. Oh, I'm quite sorry, but I'm afraid you're mistaken.
till we meet again.
Thank you for showing me the map, and my apologies for taking so much of your time. As I said, I've already memorized the map. I don't need the actual thing. Wait, are you really just gonna leave without your friend's keepsake? Considering I killed him myself. Yeah, I am. The map's not mine to take, though. I shall take my leave, lass. I'd like to celebrate his life with a drink tonight. Oh, Mr. Leon. Don't go too deep into the cups, Mr. Leon. If you end up like Mick and Ralph, I don't know where you parked your boat. I won't be able to drag you back to it. I'll probably just dunk you in the river. That'll sober you up. Oh, he says he doesn't need it, but can we just get Therion to steal it? I think a memento like that is best kept in a friend's hands. Can we like Therion? It's like we'll distract him, and then Therion can just swoop on by and be like, yoink! I'll find a way to get it to him that doesn't involve Therion. Can I just buy it? I bet I need to find the egg shield or whatever it was. Humpty Dumpty shield. Wait, you said you'd trade that map for Humpty Dumpty's shield, right? I'll be back in 2 ripples of the tide. Tressa, I need you to use your merchant nose to find the shield. I just need you to smell the air and sniff out the sulfur. Because if you can sniff out the sulfur, you can trace us back to Edbert's shield. It's this dude. He smells like rotten eggs. $8,000? Well, I have... Why do you have so many shields? Fine, give me the shield. A legendary shield. Its impressive weight makes it difficult for the untrained arm to grasp. Ha ha ha! That's what she said. Oh, its immense girth allows only the strongest of people to wield it. I didn't even get a discount. Tressa, what are you doing? You didn't even get a discount this time. It took me many journeys to amass such a quality of good. Always looking for a bargain. Can I speak with you now?
Hello.
I get plenty of wares from traveling around. Yeah, that's why it's called wear and tear. Because it's, you know, awful. Yo, dude, I got you your egg shield or whatever it is. I don't exactly know why you'd want this. It's just, admittedly, it's a huge shield. It's the biggest shell of an egg I've ever seen, but it doesn't seem particularly impenetrable. Yes, but you can have it. I don't really need it. It's a bit too convex for me. Oh, back so soon.
Of course.
I made a promise, didn't I? And I always deliver. Even if I incur a few late fees, I always deliver my promises. It's like, here, this is my most recent promise. Oh wow, that is a big shield. It's broken and cracked though, like I said. It's pretty busted up. My word, I can't believe you actually found it. But this symbol, and this weight, and all these scars, there's no mistaking it. This is the real deal. Humpty Dumpty's shield.
Most grateful.
If he had this when he encountered his fabled fall, he wouldn't have broken into 1,000 pieces. Oh, thank you so much, young lady. Here's the map, as promised. How did you manage to get this shield, though? Well, I bought it near the Coliseum for like $9,000. I'm a merchant. We have our ways. Those ways are mercantile in nature. I purchased the thing with money that you didn't pay me for the finder's fee. You just gave me a bunch of butterscotch candy. Obtaining such a renowned treasure is no small feat. I can see you have promise, young lady, and lots of it. Totally could have just got Therian to steal the map. We could have pulled a Rogueport, Princess Peach, and Bedlam. Or Beldam? Bedlam? One of those words. Travel banter. Yes, we travel, and we banter.
Well, well.
A shield for a map, is it? What's got you down, Honnet? Well, I was merely pondering the worth of the shield and the map. Darn, they truly equal. Well, admittedly, it was a nice shield. Very sturdy. No loss on the trade, then? Well, I suppose it would depend on what the map leads us to. The map itself has no inherent value aside from, well, what it would lead us to. If the treasure on the other end of the map, where the X marks the spot, as the case may be, if that treasure happens to be an entire chest filled with gold, then I suppose if that amount of gold eclipsed the amount of 10,000, then I suppose it would be worth more than the shield. But if it was just a pile of carved statues, let's just say it's a chest filled with carved duck statues. Well, depending on the breed of the ducks, if they were mallard ducks, they would be significantly less expensive. But if they were the rared blue-billed ducks of Snowstill, then if that was the case, then they would be worth exponentially more than the shield. So I suppose it would depend on what lies within the chest of legend, I suppose. As I see it, this old map is very important to Mr. Leon as well, so we should also take that into account. So it hath greater value to him then. That's right. One person's trash is another person's treasure after all. It doesn't matter what price I put on something, it's what others will pay that matters. That's what trade's all about. It's all about supply and demand. And ducks are always in demand. Or well, duck statues at least. Usually the demands when it comes to ducks is, get them out of my house, they are eating up all of my grain. And then, well, then you have to call the Knights Ardent and it becomes a whole thing. And, well, then you've got to get the fumigators in because if they've laid eggs, then that's a huge debacle. Oh, I remember one time out in Rippletide where one of our neighbors had a duck infestation. Eggs everywhere, they hatched all at once and... Oh, it took like 4 years for that house to, well, at the end of it, they tried for 4 years to clean out the house, but in the end, they just had to burn it down. And the ducks still survived. They made it out to the ocean. It was a very terrifying ordeal. I hadn't slept without nightmares for all of those 4 years. That's an odd story, Tressa. You people living near the coast have very strange stories and... I suppose it takes two parties to settle a price, swinging this conversation back on topic. I had not considered that. There are in depths to thy work I had never imagined. Oh, don't you know it? As interesting as hunting beasts, wouldn't you say? Oh, I would have to agree. Oh yeah, you're the one whose husband never came back. Oh yeah. If I ever find him, I'd get him to come with me. Can you come with me? I'll bring you along. Healing grape. Yeah, come with me, restless woman. Let's go on an adventure. Greetings of the day, sister. Well, thank you for coming with us. I'm sure your grapes will be of intense help. Mr. Bestrale, I've got the map.
Mr. Leon!
I brought something for you. And I'm quite sure you know what it is.
Huh?
Balthazar's map. Don't tell me you went through the trouble of finding the shield for this. Oh, then I'll not say a single word then. Oh, thank you, lass. Oh, Mr. Leon, were you really okay with just leaving the map at the shop?
You see,
When you gazed at it, your eyes were so forlorn. I felt like it belonged with you. Oh, your keen eyes never cease to amaze me. Let me tell you a story, lass. About Balthazar and me. Flashback, flashback, flashback. It was a rough and stormy day on the seas. We were but lads when the sea first called to us, and as we grew, so did our reputation. Balthazar came to be known as the Wild Eagle, and I the Sea Serpent. Our ships clashed on the open ocean, and our names roared like thunder through the skies.
Captain Leon! The storm be giving us no quarter, sir! Let's turn back! The old girl can't hold on much longer!
Anyone wanting to retreat can be my guest and swim back. I'll reduce this ship to shivers before I let him have my treasure. If those scurvy sea dogs get to that island first, we get nothing. You hear? Hold fast to that rudder, mateys.
Aye, aye, sir!
Balthazar, that bastard.
You're too slow, Leon.
Aye, Captain Obvious.
I think you'd have learned after all these years.
Enough. Else I'll cut out your tongue and feed it to the gulls.
Now I'll be taking this island's treasure if you don't mind.
I do mind, but it isn't mine. Do whatever you please.
Do ye remember when we were lads, Leon? Starving in the slums, stealing to survive. We dreamt of just growing up and had to fight tooth and nail to reach the top. Nothing was ever easy for us.
In this world, the strong take while the weak quake, and we became strong.
Ye never change, Leon.
You say it like you're any different, Balthazar.
Not everyone stays the same forever, matey.
Balthazar. He was always looking off into the distance. His eyes gazed far, far away, towards a seemingly unreachable place. Time passed between us until one day.
Can I tell you something, Leon? I never wanted to be a pirate.
What?
When we were lads, I dreamt of being a merchant.
Have you gone daft? Balthazar of the Eastern Seas. A merchant.
You're a bloody scoundrel for laughing, Leon. But it be the truth. I wanted to trade treasure from every corner of this here world and bring people together. I lost sight of that dream after becoming a pirate. But these days, That's all I'd be thinking about. Leon, do you have something precious to you? Aye, a fine storm this is. How about another wager, my friend? Whoever reaches that island first be the winner. If you win, you get that gem you always wanted.
Oh, will I now? And what happens if you win?
If I win, you hand over your most precious treasure.
Deal.
That's how our final race began. But Balthazar, he never emerged from those stormy seas. I found his ship several days later, wrecked on the coast. Balthazar had been the victor of our very last match. This map shows the location of the gem that we wagered that very day.
The Eldrite.
He called it Eldrite. It's the only one of its kind in the entire world. Really? The entire world? Oh, if I had a nickel for every time someone said, oh, this is the only one in the entire world. And then the very next ship, the trading ship that came into port the very next day, it was like, oh, you have another one of those things that only exist on that other ship. I'd have a lot of nickels if that was the case. Again, enough to bury all of the people who said, this is the only one of them in the world. It was by far the rarest of all the treasures he's ever plundered. And this one actually was the only one in the world, because I've never seen another, and I have seen many a rocks in my day. Seeing as I lost the match, though, I haven't the rights to it. That's so sad, Mr. Kennedy. That's why you left it in the shop, isn't it? Precisely. You made a proper trade for it, this lass, so it belongs to you now. However you use it is up to you. That's great, Mr. Kennedy. I can't help but notice, though, your friends, Mick and Ralph, they have an entire roasted bird between the two of them. And, like, far be it from me to decide or to govern over, like, what two adult men eat, but an entire bird? An entire bird. That's like an entire roasted chicken. It's too fat to be a duck. Ducks are more lean, but like that thing, like the thighs on that thing, I would be stuffed filled to bursting with just one of those thighs. And like you get like the dark meat, the breast, the legs, the wings, like that's the entire bird. Bartender, do you sell entire roasted pheasants? Or turkeys or chickens or quails? They get good eats up in Victor's Hollow. I suppose in a gladiator town, you definitely need to get some good eats. What am I gonna do with this map, though? Suppose it's for me to decide and me alone. Mr. Leon lost more than just a race that day. I think having a memento of his friend would have cheered him up. And I wouldn't mind getting a closer look at more pirate booty. Ha ha ha! We must get the booty.
Right.
Time to put this map to use and acquire booty. That sounds like a fantastic endeavor. With more banter, we must banter. Exit the town to the west and make way to the Forgotten Grotto. Do we need to go to the realm of forgotten places? Probably do.
It couldn't be.
Eldrite, the ore of legend. Oh, Cyrus has heard of it. Look, okay. We're gonna debunk the fact that the Eldrite is the only one in existence. If it was the only one in existence, and this guy Balthazar found it, presumably Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Leon Pastrale, is not some kind of eldritch immortal being who lived millennia ago. And also, his friend Balthazar lived in this most recent time period that is Leon's life. So at most, it would have put these events, finding this singularly rare Eldrite, at like 10, 20 years ago. When he was a younger man, he still got a full head of hair. He's probably in his like late 30s, early 40s, or like 20 years ago. How could the Eldrite be an ore of legend if people discovered it like 20 years ago? It's like, oh, imagine Lord of the Rings, right? Galadriel's voiceover. It's like, oh, history became legend, legend became myth, and for 2,500 years the ring passed from all knowledge. Imagine if it was, oh, history became legend, and legend became myth, and for 20 years the ring faded from all knowledge. It's like, yeah, 2,500 years, that makes sense, but 20 years? It's like, Eldrite cannot be a thing of legend unless it was discovered 2,500 years ago, which would invalidate the claim that only one of it existed, or Mr. Leon is far older than we think he is. There's no in between. You know of it, Professor Albright? I could also just let Cyrus explain what he knows about it. Oh yes, otherwise known as the Eye of the Sea. So beautiful, men liken it to the eye of a goddess. Or so my tomes tell me. I've never observed an actual specimen with my own eyes, mind you. Well, someone in history must have seen a bit of it to liken it to the eye of a goddess and put it down in the omniscient tomes for people to then read of it. And again, that would have taken more than 20 years. It is also written that you can see an ocean inside if you peer long enough. A whole ocean with fish and ducks and seaweed and everything? Clams, oysters, whales? I'd be surprised to say the least if the view offered quite so much detail. Truth be told, all the accounts are hearsay. Not one author has claimed to have found one of the stones. Though not for want of effort, it has long been sought after by pirates, kings, and would-be treasure hunters. And me, merchants also need to be added to that list. I really want to find it now. That's the spirit, Tressa. When Tressa finds this beautiful rock, it will not be likened to the eye of a goddess. It will be likened to the eye of a duck. Because, well, if you've ever looked into the eyes of a duck, well, it'll probably be the last thoughts you ever find, because if you get that close to a duck, it is going to disembowel you. Whether you watched for 30 seconds or the entire thing, thank you so much for tuning into yet another episode of Cyanide Streams. Octopath Traveler. In the next one, we're going into the woods, which are coincidentally the very woods that house where the Rock of Ages is gonna be, because the map is very close by, evidently. So, you're beautiful people. I hope you have beautiful days, and I'll see you on the next episode. Later.